What's up, guys? You are welcome to Dynamicom TV, where we publish news on politics, entertainment, celebrities, and metro stories. We have another trending news for you today, and the headline here is Igbos in Diaspora to petition Canada Parliament over human rights abuses under Buhari administration. Alright, guys, please, before I go ahead to read today's news to you, if this is your first time you are watching on our channel, please, there is a red subscribe button below this video. Just go ahead, hit that red subscribe button and then click on the bell icon beside it, so as to be the first to be notified whenever we publish news in the future on this channel without you missing any news again. Now the news in details. Socio-cultural/political group Igbo Canada Community Association ICCA/Umunna has made known its intention to petition the Canada Parliament on the worsening human rights abuses and killings going on in Nigeria under the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari. In a statement issued in Toronto, Canada, its president, Chief Ugochukwu Okorie, through its public relations officer, Mr. Ihema Kanu, the group said that what we are witnessing in Nigeria today under this president is incomprehensible and unconscionable, devastating and condemnable. The momentum with which President Muhammadu Buhari and his handlers are turning Nigeria into a dictatorship pose a major problem to the collective unity of these nations, hence our decision to take action. In the past few days, we have seen actions taken by the security agencies headed by the executive arm of government and witnessed the recklessness and utter disregard of the rule of law in the nation. First was the condemnable manner with which the Nigerian police acted at Orifite in Anambra State when they went on rampage at the home of Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, and secondly is the brazen desecration of the judiciary by the agency of the Department of State Security Services, DSS, who attempt to arrest Mr. Moire Sowore, founder and publisher of Sahara Reporters and the presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, ACC, and Olawore Bakare, human rights activist. The action taken by these governments since inception show that they descended of Nigerian into tyrant. Under this administration, the police force was rated the worst in the world in 2017 and currently among the top 10 most corrupt police formations worldwide by the World Internal Security and Police Index. On the part of the Nigerian Army, its failure to defeat the Boko Haram insurgency is an embarrassment to Nigerians all over the world. Now that the thoughts of the executive have started desecrating the court spaces, the judiciary ought to live up to its role as a separate arm of government. Consequently, the ICCA/Umunna has commenced categorically the various human rights abuses, killings, and domestic terror to which this government has subjected Nigerians and will in the coming days petition the Canada Parliament. This petition will be hand-delivered at Ottawa and will be publicized for record purposes. We are at ICC/Umunna. We at the ICC/Umunna will defend the constitution of our nation and our country with all we have from the grip of tyrant government. The Buhari administration has pushed the people into tyrant administration. We no longer have our mouth to speak. We no longer have our rights. All the cabals in Aso Rock has turned the government into embarrassment to the world. The walls are not recognizing Nigerians anywhere in the diaspora. This is giving us a sleepless night. That is why we, the ICCA, Umona, has risen up to the killing and abuse of power and to demonstrate to the Canadian Parliament over what is happening in our government. Alright guys, this is the group called ICCA Umona, the Igbos that are living in Canada, petitioning the government of President Muhammadu Buhari over what is happening in the country. There are a lot of comments that is pumping up concerning this article that ICCA Umona sent to the Parliament, the Canadian Parliament. We have a note coming from Samson Ezoruo. Samson Ezoruo said, Buhari thought Igbos are visitors in the history of Nigeria. I told people around me that on his first appointment as the president elected in 2015, that his regime will not end well because he descended too wickedly on the Igbos. He will let Biafra go. If not, he will not live to continue his tenure. He will face the judgment of Almighty God. That is a comment coming from Samson Ezoruo. We have other comments. Also, we urge you please to drop your comments after going through this article. Now, this comment is coming from Musa Muhammadu Duru. He said, what Igbos want is not to be president of Nigeria, but to be allowed to go in their separate way. They have mentioned their name as Biafra and be on their own. Why can't this government hear this alarming, looming word from the Biafran nation? When you don't want someone, and far to hate the person, and the person asks you to let him go away from you, and you said no, then sooner than later, you will be compelled by God to test the bitter pills of Pharaoh of Egypt tested, because he remains God yesterday, today and tomorrow, and forever he will be. I am not an Igbo man. Meanwhile, I am not from Southeast. But what I'm seeing going on in Nigeria is very, very devastated. That is why these people have to go. The Igbos need to be left alone, to be on their own. I think with what their leader is doing, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, these people can even rule themselves more than any African country as a leader. This young man called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can rule this nation more than any other person. That is my own take. Also, this is a comment coming from Igbokwe Nduka. He said, the two of you that made comments didn't even mention the name Canada or Igbos in diaspora. We are talking about the terrors that is happening in Nigeria. We the Igbos in diaspora, mentioning Canada as an example, is not happy over what is happening in the zoo called Nigeria. We are Igbos from the southeast, and we must go, whether Buhari and his cabals like it or not. We have risen up. The God of the southeast, the God of the sun and the moon, the God of the east is with us. IPOB, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is somewhere going on. We are behind them. He said, also, this is another comment that I think this is the last one we'll take and draw the curtain for today. This is coming from Emeka Madu. He said, why is it only Igbos? It's an indication of not being loyal to the leadership of this country. And we are waiting to see how Igbo man will emerge as president without being voted by other tribes from other parts of the country. I am not an Igbo, I'm from Delta, but they claim to be Delta claim to be a Biafran land. Nnamdi Kanu claimed that Delta is a Biafran land, but we are not. We are from Deltans. Alright guys, you can see what this young man is saying. That is why we always ask you to drop your comment. Let us know what is your opinion. He is saying that Deltans are not among the Biafrans. I don't know where he belongs to, if he is from Oduduwa or Arewa. Alright, drop your comment. Let us know what you think. Please do not forget to drop your comment, and also do not forget to hit on the bell icon. Do not forget to subscribe so that whenever we drop news, you'll be the first to get notification. Thank you and welcome.